Just like up the Gunshot podcast, man, we back again. And I just want to give you guys a little backstory on the Biggs interview. You know, the Biggs interview was very special because we actually shot it twice at two different locations, man. But I knew Biggs when he was a youngster. You know, I remember being in the building when the shots rang off. I remember looking out the window and seeing PG County police. You know, Big is one of those interviews where I think it's the raw emotion. I think that, you know, he's growing into a wise man, but he also has to go through some trials and tribulations to get there. You know, Biggs is one of those individuals that, I mean, you can tell leadership written all over him, right? He just got to apply it to the right methods, which will, you know, hopefully help him become successful. Man, so let's start from the beginning, man. You know, tell the people, you know, where you from, et cetera, et cetera.
Born and raised Washington, D.C. Moved out of D.C. into Maryland at the age of 10, 11. Lived in Silver Spring, Temple Hills. You know, overall, I really appreciate the people that I had that saw what I didn't see in myself, that pushed me to get my high school diploma, and that gave me the encouragement and support to be something other than, you know, the typical outcome of what young brothers do once they get their high school diploma, if they get it.
Yeah.
So outside of that, man, my experiences is everything that I feel like I was supposed to go through in high school, and I appreciate it. I probably could have done a little better, but
for sure, most of us
you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. But you know, it was something I'd never take back.
So once you graduated high school, what was the next move?
So the next move, I enrolled in Lincoln Tech, automotive technology.
Okay.
I'm into cars. Automobiles is my passion, even as a jit. Like, I love cars. I didn't finish. I had lost my mother during that time, so I kind of got, you know, thrown off track. But that's still a dream of mine to this day. I actually opened up a detailing shop in PG a few years ago, and I had, you know, had a nice little thing going on, but lost mom, and that kind of threw me off track. That's all.
So what is it about cars that?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. See, as a youngin', I was with like all my uncles and stuff. They from the '80s, stuff like that. So like Nissan Z turbos with the T-top, and you know what I mean, like low riders, 6.4 Impalas, and all kind of stuff. And mainly, I was always around when they was cleaning the car. So that's what kind of turned me on as a kid, to see a clean car, a nice fast car that's clean. You know what I mean, like with the speaker boxes in the trunk and all that. Like it's different variables about automobiles that I'm drawn to. But as I got older, I got more drawn to the motors and things like that, opposed to the rims and speakers and shit like that.
Well, shit, I mean, since we told them, you gotta give me your top 3 favorite shit.
My top 3 shit, you know what's funny? I had them all. I ain't gonna hold you. My top 3.
I remember I remember us having that car. Was it the Magnum?
So that was the last.
It was the Benz too.
I had the, man, what? I had 2. When you met me, I had an S500 and an S550.
Mm-hmm.
So I had went from the Benzes to the American, and I switched over to Dodge. So I bought the Magnum first, then I went RT Challenger, then I went wide body Scat Pack, then I went Durango SRT, then I went Jeep SRT, then I went Hellcat, and I'm done.
You done?
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
done.
that's.
I'm done.
You just spent a lot of money on cars.
I done spent too much money on cars. So
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
250,000 on cars. God is good. You
What was the nicest ride?
S63 AMG.
Yeah.
That's class.
Yeah.
It's 220 on the dash.
Yeah, 220.
Yeah, that joint was nasty. My best car. I ain't gonna hold it.
You know, I heard you say that you lost your mom. So sorry to hear that.
I mean, my I don't know if I should call it a motto or a theory. I tell all my young black men this: you're not grown till you lose your parents. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what you've achieved, how old you are, what your credit score is. You're not grown till you lose your parents. You know what I mean? That's your foundation. That's your base. So it's like, I felt like I went through that first for a lot of my friends. All my friends to this day still got their parents. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the importance and you know what I'm saying, the privilege just to be able to pick up the phone, you know what I'm saying, hear the voice. So I always preach to them, you know what I mean? Do right by them, cherish them. You know what I'm saying? Because their time is not promised. You know what I mean? So that's just something that keeps me and makes me at the statue that I walk today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember, man. I remember just that phone call.
Yeah, it's
when I
not.
lost.
My mother. I don't even tell people this. I don't tell nobody this, bro. I lost my mother on the phone. My mother literally died on the phone with me. She took her last breath on the phone with me. She suffered from breast cancer. She had stage 4 or 5 breast cancer, and she had a hole in her chest the size of a 12 gauge. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I saw her, she was in the hospital or whatever. And the nurse told me she was gonna be alright. And I had just bought that Benz. So I was pressed for her to see it. I was like, yeah, and she gave me the thumbs up. So like what, 4 or 5 days later, my Sunday school teacher blew my phone up. I haven't talked to her in years. And she said, I need you to talk to your mother. I didn't understand what was going on at first, so I'm just talking, right? And then it hit me. And I just remember putting my stuff on. I ran out. Crazy story. I run out the building, same building. I'm on the phone crying, face full of tears. Random dude I never seen before. He said, yo, what's wrong? He had a white BMW. He said, what's wrong? What you need? I couldn't even get the words out. All I could say was mom. He said, get in the car. This man drove me from Bladensburg to Holy Cross Hospital. He ran every light, did the dash, got me there. You know what I'm saying?
Like you ain't know him.
I to this day I don't know him, bro.
That's crazy.
To this day, you know what I mean? So it's just like I thank God for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he got me a step closer to my mother.
Yeah.
And like that was a hard time for me. I couldn't even talk, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you participate in any type of therapy, or how did
I cope?
Yeah, how'd you cope? How'd you get through it?
When I lost my mother, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. Like it took me a while to, you know, like I had to remember that I need to eat and drink water. It was real disruptive for me. I kind of went and spiraled, you know, like, cause my whole upbringing was just losses. My father was killed in front of me. My biological mother gave me up. So when I say my mother, this is my father's mother. This is my grandmother, but she raised me. You feel me? So I didn't know, like, I spiraled out, you know, drinking, drugs, and all that shit. Like, I spiraled out to a point when I went in for a checkup, and the nurse looked at my weight, and I weighed the smallest I've ever weighed in my life. And she told me, she looked at me, she said, "What's wrong?" She said, "You need to go talk with somebody." And that's when I started seeking therapy. And you know, it's an acceptance point where people that are going through tragedies that you gotta accept to get past. I had to accept what I was going through first, acknowledge it before I can try to reach out for help. People reach out for help, they haven't even accepted what they're going through. That's why therapy, you say somebody, go get therapy, I don't need therapy, they get defensive. Nothing wrong with them. You gotta accept what's wrong. You know what I mean? So it took me a minute to accept it. Once I did, I was able to gradually move forward with the help of therapy. And that's what gave me the ability to start preaching to my peers and friends, like, you know, do better. Be better, you know what I mean? Cherish what you got, because it's a privilege. God only give you one chance, yo. So that was how I was able to, and once I got through that hump, I took off. I'm back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, like, I'm back, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you ever think about going to therapy before?
Hell no, man. Hell no.
It's crazy.
I was crashing, like, nah. That was the last thing on my mind. Until someone else, a stranger, looked at me and saw what I was hurting, that's what made me, you know what I'm saying, snap back. Like, damn, she don't know me from a can of paint. But she see it. And I'm not a guy that wear what I go through. I don't look like what I've been through, none of that. You know what I mean? So I knew it was time for a change.
Learning what you went through at that time frame, how you dealing with it now today?
I'm closer, so my upbringing was solely based on the teachings of that woman. Spiritually, morally, everything. So what it made me do is once I've healed, I got my righteousness back in order with my alignments with, you know, God and everything. And these are the factors that keep me aligned and keep me intact to be able to be stronger and keep going forward. Like I said, you gotta accept it. You just gotta face your fear. And sometimes in that moment, you're gonna have to be vulnerable. You're gonna have to, you know what I mean? Like, no one gonna teach you this. Nobody gonna teach you this. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that do teach you, unfortunately, we lose those people. You know what I'm saying? And you tend to forget as time passes on, but I can't forget what that woman instilled in me, man.
Yeah.
So it's just like a constant reminder every day. When I see other people interact with their families, moms and dads and stuff, like it is just a constant reminder. You know what I mean? That's why I'm able to implicate my energy everywhere.
For sure.
Real shit.
For sure.
Talk about that. I like that you said that being vulnerable. Something that me and Che talk about all the time.
Mhm.
Black men,
Mhm.
we not taught that, right?
Yeah, black men not supposed to cry, you know? We're not supposed to, like, our feelings don't ultimately matter. And that's growing up, that's what we perceive. And, you know, we got to wear the weight of the world on our shoulders and all of that. So when I say be vulnerable, I mean tap into that space of opening up and being able to release the fact that either you suffering, you hurt, you're not happy where you are in life, you love life, whatever it pertains to, you're gonna have to come to a point where you gotta lay it all out on the table and you gotta be open. You know, it's a stigma when it comes to that black men being all tough and hard and, you know what I'm saying? Like, pistachio shield, we ain't supposed to break it all. You know what I mean? And that's just not true, bro. It's not true. You know how many times I cried in the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how much we deal with as men, as black men?
Yeah.
And we not supposed to shed a tear?
Like we
That's
machines.
insanity. Yeah. That's insanity to me. And it's like, I cry.
Yeah.
You hear me, bro? I cry.
Yeah.
I don't care how you look at me after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, real shit. And that's the problem with black men, because a lot of black men didn't have, no offense to nobody, niggas didn't have fathers, proper role models to tell you that it's okay to cry. None of that. Like I said, I lost my father when I was 3. He got killed right in front of me. So everything that I learned, I had to pick up on my own. I was raised by his mom, my grandma. Grandma can only teach me, but so much she can't teach me how to be a man.
That's facts.
Feel me?
Why you was trying to process that? You lost your
All of
family.
that. Exactly.
At 3,
Mm-hmm.
you trying
I don't even know. Yeah.
what the next playground that? You know what I mean?
So I grew into the trauma. I grew into existing trauma that I had to adapt to.
In addition, you are now also picking up your grandmother child who lost her son.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you're absorbing stuff
Yep.
that she's not trying to
Ain't that
do.
crazy?
You're trying to care for her.
Ain't
as
that
well.
crazy? And that's all enough reason for me to be out here crashing out and doing, you know, living my hurt.
Now you hurt me, but you hurt somebody I love.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
And,
like,
you know, we got a term for that, you know, in the academic world. It's called structural violence, right? Everything around us is violent. The structure is violent. It's not normal to hear sirens. You know what I mean? It's not normal to hear gunshots. It's not normal being 3 years old. It's, you know what I mean? And going through that, right? But then we are grown. I mean, we're put in these environments where the structure is violent, but then they want us to come out and not be violent.
ain't that crazy?
You get what I'm saying? And I understand that we can't pick our parents, but as black men in America, we were literally dropped off in the jungle and asked to survive.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times when I'm talking to guys, you know what I mean, they say, man, I got the gun for protection. I gotta have a gun because where I live, I'm liable for somebody to do something to me.
I said that, bro. I hate hearing that now, like,
Yeah.
and it's sad, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a church boy raised up. I wasn't no thug, street, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm not. But that statement you just said is what I'm gonna repeat. I carry it for protection, bro. I'm not living like that, you know what I mean? But look at our environment. I'm talking about I can't even have a nice car at work. Nigga gonna carjack me at my job. True story. I don't just say I need it for protection like, oh, that's so cliche because you're a black man. Nah, bro. It's really like that out here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a victim.
Okay.
I was a cold victim. Yeah, I was a cold victim. I was ambushed in broad daylight in the elevator. There was only one way out. I had to run past the shooter. I had to run through a cloud of bullets. I shot back, but my shit jammed up. I ended up getting hit twice. Literally, it was like a movie. So I had to put my arm up over my head so I didn't get hit in my head, and I got hit right up under my armpit. And as the glass broke, I ran through the door, and I'm seeing them Jones hitting the ground, and It just felt like somebody stabbed me in my leg. I got hit in my leg, you know what I mean? So I'm down, face down. Shorty still hitting at me, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to clear my shit out, bust back, that shit keep jamming. At this point, my whole life flashed before my eyes, you know what I mean? Like my whole life flashed before my eyes, real quick. And then everything just come back to it. All the shooting stopped, and then Shorty run off. You know what I mean? It's broad daylight, in the middle of the day. And my homeboy in the parking garage watching the whole shit. I'm on the ground, nigga, crawling. You know what I'm talking about? I turn over and shit, try. You know what I'm saying? Bitch jammed again. And I knew exactly why that motherfucker jammed up. I knew exactly why I jammed up, because I ordered an aftermarket magazine. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. I had high capacity ammo in that jump, but it was an aftermarket mag, bro. Yeah. And I knew exactly what it was. Fuck Taurus, by the way. Yeah, Shorty came out like, he was a lot older too. He was on some crash out shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just went straight to the hospital. I ain't called nobody.
They took you to PG?
They took me to PG. Oh my God.
That's crazy. I think when you got hit, I wasn't there no more. I think that's when I started my business.
Yeah, you had left already. Because when I said they took me to PG, and all they did was give me some Motrin and some fucking peroxide. Both of my wounds. And the bullet's still in me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
How long were you in the hospital?
Yeah, an hour and a half.
You got released same day?
I drove myself home. I was trying to go to work that night. Everybody told me that was crazy. Real shit. I ain't lying. Real shit, bro. Like, but I ain't gonna lie. That was a I ain't never think you know what I'm saying, go through some shit like that. Like, I do security and shit. Like, I've been in a few scuffles in here and there, but like, nigga, my life flashed before my eyes. I'm talking about from when my Pampers was getting changed. Everything flashed before my eyes, real quick. Face down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, I'm still here.
Immediate reaction when you leave the hospital. I know you say you're gonna go to work, but
like when you say immediate reaction, you mean like mental or like mental preparation or like how I'm gonna move from it?
What's next? What's your next move?
Go switch cars and grab the K. You know what I'm saying?
And through that time frame, we like asses because people designed to be in place to help you out.
I felt like I had a lot more control over my mind than any other human would have in that situation. I could have, I would have, and I probably would have been expected to do so, but I didn't. And I could have. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say I had a lot more control over my mind than most would have in that situation, I didn't go off my emotions. I had to think for now and the future. I got 2 kids. And this nigga live right downstairs. We in the same building. How this gonna go? You know what I'm talking about? That means we're gonna get it cracking every fucking day. So I had to make crucial decisions. As a matter of fact, I asked my oldest son. And I asked him, what do you want me to do? And he looked at me and he said, leave it alone. And I prayed to God about it and I left it alone. The nigga ended up dying 2 years later. Thank God, son.
And it's crazy because I've seen how much you love your kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you went to the most important part of your heart to ask that question. And as a father, I get it.
Because it's not about me.
Yeah. It'd have been a selfish
my
decision.
actions would lead to my demise for these young black boys to have to walk around in my absence because of my emotional
outburst.
Like, come on, bro. So I had to ask him that. I lost my father at 3 years old. Why wouldn't I want to, nah, bro. I'm not trying to repeat the cycle. That's why I said I had to control my mind. I had to grip my mind and be like, hold up. If I go do this, they're going to be without. And it's just going to be like me being without. You know what I'm saying? Bro, do you know how, man, that took a lot, bro. That took a lot.
But that's nurturing by your mother.
Yeah, see? Absolutely.
And that's what a lot of youngers is missing because we in a like time frame right now where that nurturing not happening.
And it's because it don't exist. Yeah.
There's a lot of fear going on.
Yeah.
So instead of the child being the child the adult.
Yep.
Or the child the nomad.
Mm-hmm.
And who can control that? A lot of people die right now because they not happy.
Because they not.
Saying, like, man, is it worth?
It's not, bro.
This one worth the next couple years?
So many young kids gone, bro. I'm talking about we losing them to dumb nothing, to absolutely nothing, bro. And it's to the point now where I don't feel death. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girl just lost her mother. I couldn't even support her because I'm desensitized. You understand what I'm saying? And even with that, I had to dig deep in myself. I had to grip my mental and still find a way to support her. But that just goes to show me how desensitized I am to that. I don't know. My whole family that domino effect. I'm talking about one, like all of them. I don't have no one I can call as a family member. Nobody. I'm sure y'all got, aunts, uncles. I have nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's different over here for me. Like, I be preaching that shit to all my people, bro, because, bro, you don't know what it's like to not have nobody to call, bro. I get shot, I can't call nobody. You feel me? Like, so all the things that, I had to grow up in that trauma, but now I cherish everything I lost, but I try to preach to the people to, like, be attentive of what we are suffering from as a race. Like, this whole passed down trauma shit, like what he just said, the kids playing adult roles because there's no nurturing, ain't no love, and ain't no mother and father around, and there's too much influence in society, so it's like, yo, we doomed.
So it's crazy, man, because one of the most famous quotes that I use a lot was a Malcolm X quote, and Malcolm X said that they was gonna give us the tools to destroy ourselves. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, bro, and it's gonna keep happening. You know what I'm saying? This is my theory. Like another theory. Every 12th grade class every year, it's a new group of seniors that graduate, right? Think all of them niggas gonna go get jobs and you know what I'm saying? So with the influence that we gotta fight amongst that, every year it's a new group. That's a new group of influence. And it's gonna go either one way, or it's gonna go the other way. And what you think is gonna weigh more, what you supposed to do or the influence? Man, the influence gonna win every time, son. And that's why I gotta fight hard. I got two boys. Bro. Growing up in this influential ass world.
It's scary.
My son asked me, told me he wanted for his birthday some black Air Forces, a Nike Tech, and a ski mask. As a father, I felt like I was failing instantly. I know I'm not, but that just goes to show me as a father the influence that I gotta fight to keep it out of their mind. I'm there in their life every day. But the fact that he told me that, I felt like I was failing. You feel me? Like, no, it ain't me. It's the influence. When they go to school, they got their own crowd. You know what I'm saying? They got their own shit that's catching their brain. So I was like, man, I just got to father a little bit harder. That's all.
So that brings me to my next question. How did your kids process what happened to you?
Damn. So I took about it, like the healing process took about like a month or some change. Like the change of bandages and all that stuff. So like we all lived in the same house, so they was there with me every day, and they physically saw it. And what they saw was me have a reaction of moving forward. They saw me start a business. They saw me start buying cars and stuff like that. They saw me go up. So as much as that situation hurt me, it impacted me in a way that made me move forward greater than I probably would have never done if I didn't get shot. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that they was watching me. They tell me all the time, I want to be just like you. I want to be just like you. And I wanted a girl. I got two boys. Men tell me all the time, bro, you blessed. You got two boys, bro. Man, what? So it's like, I cherish that. That's a privilege. You know what I mean? So I just make sure I'm doing my part and I'm guiding them right, because I know they are my biggest fans. They my front seat. Like, they watching me, man. I don't care about nothing else. Them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I got maybe 3 more questions. The first question is so now you're about to go, I'm assuming get sentenced.
Yeah.
Soon. Tell us as much as you
So,
can about that.
you know, I carry it for protection, and not supposed to. And I was in the Commonwealth state of Virginia. So yeah, and I was on papers and stuff. So I gotta do a year in VA, and then I gotta do 18 months in Maryland separately. So that's coming up probably in November. I'm gonna ask my lawyer if I can stay for Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know what I mean? But I ain't did no big before. I ain't no jail nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no thug, I'm not no gangster, I'm not no street nigga. None of that, bro. I like to call myself a distinguished gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So with this experience coming up, I feel like it was already written for me. This is something I gotta go through. Not like I didn't or I don't know how to conduct myself as a man, but I feel like as a man who was fatherless, some things that are just written and ordained for you to go through in order to be a better man.
So we back, man. We doing another this is a continuing story. As we talked about before, Biggs was going in for sentencing, and but that was about a month ago, right? I think it's something last thing you was probably.
Yeah, last time I seen you, I hadn't really been sentenced yet, and my sentencing coming up after January, so.
Okay. So you have been sentenced or you haven't?
I haven't been
The
sentenced.
sentence, so you still waiting.
I accepted the plea, and then it comes with the sentencing
Sentence.
and so forth and so forth. Yeah.
So what's your mind frame now? Now that you accepted the plea?
My mindset right now, honestly, I just trying to put everything in position for my kids for the most part, keep my business running while I'm away. Mentally, I'm just ready to get it over with so I can, pick back up where I left off, continue my greatness. But I'm also looking at it as a learning experience for me too. Growth, development, however you want to call it. But, some things are already written for us that we're not aware of. And this is something I just know that's it's meant for me to go through. And I'm come back out on top, so.
Yeah. How has the energy been around you?
The energy
from other people?
It's that's a very good question. So with me, I do a lot for people, and that generally goes unnoticed. But the ones that appreciate me genuinely, the fact that I got to leave, and they know how important my children are to me, so they know that me being absent, this is like damn near groundbreaking. So those that actually appreciate me, like I said, their energy towards me in this situation has been very supportive, loving. You know what I mean? And other than that, I don't know, man. I guess that's what's making me have like an eye opener because I'm seeing the real love in this type of situation. Generally, I'm not, I'm probably taking for granted or whatever, used for whatever I can do. But for those that generally I've helped and done a lot for, this right here is like a pivotal point, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. So now that, your bed been made, right? Was it worth it?
It truly wasn't. And that's something I've been like accepting that's been giving me the ability to get my mind frame ready and taking accountability on this situation. Like, no, it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? Because I got to give my time up for something that I ain't even need to do. You know what I mean? So, no, it really wasn't worth it, bro.
Man, life after the gunshot really means that. What's life after the gunshot, right? So obviously, you got to go do what you got to do in January. You know what I'm saying? But you still got 2 months before then, so you got to live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me where your head at in the next 2 months.
I'm trying to run up a good $20,000. I ain't gonna hold you. In the midst of me doing that, I'm about to take a few trips, Florida, New Orleans, get my kids all the exposure I can, you know what I'm saying? Keep smiles on their faces. And just build and set up for my release. My head already down the road, like I'm already in big mode, like I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Like, and I'm just like, it wasn't worth it because now I gotta go over this speed bump, and I'm not a speed bump nigga. I speed, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm ready for this shit to move out the way. Like, I'm in the shoulder right now. Bullshit. I need to be in the left lane. You feel me? This ain't mine. So I'm just ready, bro. I'm ready.
Is it weighing heavy on you?
I guess as like, you know what? No, because my lawyer told me I got until after the holidays. My biggest thing was I wanted to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas with the kids. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't want to go and leave that unturned. So that's really the only like great closure that's given me to not have anxiety about this shit. But as the days get closer, you know what I'm saying? It's like I appreciate every little thing. You know, every time I get to go use the bathroom or go grab something to eat, like it's mind boggling. You know what I mean? But I'm very adaptive, and I already know what the situation is at hand. If I was a rookie and I ain't know shit about it, I'd be fucked up right now. But it ain't like that, you know what I mean? And it's sad to say, you know, like I'm used to how that's like that transition, but I'm just ready to get it over with, man.
So that 10 or 15 minutes when you was in court last time, replay it for us. And what you was thinking and how you felt when the judge was talking to you.
So when I went to court on the first, and it's like, man, I could talk about it too. So when I listened to the judge and my lawyer, I got a high-paid lawyer. It's like I got blessed even in this situation. I'm gonna be real, cause I'm a felon. I ain't supposed to have no firearm, no none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they caught me with that motherfucker. But at the same time, they threw it out. But my dumb ass, I had ammunition in my pocket that was loose. Ain't no beating that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So with that, it's like I got the best deal that I could. I got 10 years back up. I'm on probation in Maryland for a jump. You know what I'm saying? I caught this case in VA. So that's two separate jurisdictions. You know what I'm saying? I got served time in VA and then go face my violation in Maryland. You feel me?
It's crazy. Hold on. So you saying, hold on.
Yeah.
So you say you had the case in Maryland.
Yeah, I was just on probation for a gun. Just got put on probation, August before last. It wasn't even a whole year, bro. Like, probably like 7 months. And it's just bullshitting, man. The wrong place, wrong time, out Fairfax.
Yeah.
And had that shit, you know, so I got to deal with being a felon and getting that charge in VA. Serve that time, get out, go to Maryland and deal with my probation violation. And I know that's 18 months off the rip. But it's non-violent, so I ain't gotta do more than like 60 to 65% of my time, something like that. So it's like, it's not concurrent. Like that shit don't run together. That shit's separate for what's up.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing about this shit. That shit sucks.
Besides your children, what's the biggest thing you think you're gonna miss? Or have to get comfortable with not having it? Because I know the kids are bucks.
You know, shit. No woman. My girl ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, that shit gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But just honestly, overall freedom.
Yeah.
Just freedom, yo. Cause like I gotta be locked down, told when I could do this and told when I could do that. You know, use the bathroom in front of another nigga, everything. Like, bro, just my freedom, just the privileges that we take for granted every day as humans. You know what I'm saying? Like to just be able to fill a glass of water, clean water, like just little shit. I'm gonna miss my freedom, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss my kids, my girl, and my freedom, bro. That's it.
What's the plan for the 2 years that you're in there?
Plan is to be more. It's a reevaluation stage that I'm looking at this as. Like this is a reconstruction stage, and it's things that I still gotta work on, like how to respond to shit, certain people, certain situations. Like, you know, you can never do too much growing. So I'm gonna use this time period as like a self, check.
Reflection.
Yeah, like just get myself.
Tap in.
Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like lock in with my mental and all of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm physically, I'm come out big. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's. But the mental thing, because a lot of niggas just go in there and just waste that time. They don't do shit with it and come out and do the same dumbass shit. You know what I mean? Like, but fortunately, every time I'm in them facilities, I meet real men. I done met niggas who ain't never going home. Niggas that got 3 life sentences. You know what I'm saying? Got kids same age as mine. Like, I meet a lot of real men. And I inspire niggas in jail too. So that shit come with that. Like, I can uplift people while I'm in that jump. You know what I mean?
Cause you're the leader.
For sure. Respect.
I seen who the fuck was following.
Respect.
You feel me?
Respect.
You're a leader, so us as leaders, we lead.
Yeah.
Through good, bad, ugly.
Yeah.
We gonna lead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No matter what the situation
No matter
is.
what the situation is, man. For them 2 years, man, that's homework.
Yeah.
Now it's time to draw up that playbook. You know what I'm saying? So when you
Nice
come home,
blueprint.
there shouldn't be no stopping it.
Hell no.
It shouldn't be no. Sometimes we gotta look at the blessings within the burdens.
Yep. It's in disguise. You gotta sort it out, read between the lines, and you gotta pay attention. Take heed, bro, I'm telling you. Or not, you're gonna miss your blessing, you're gonna block your blessing, you're just gonna be another statistic.
Yeah.
Just repeating the cycle, wondering why life keep going this way for you. So retarded.
No, facts.
I've been getting a glimpse of it lately. A lot of people are going through the transition of losing their parents lately. A lot of people are leaving this world in general. And me working on myself and trying to be a better person, I always want to push the positive narrative that I believe in, because I think it can help. You gotta be kind to people. You gotta treat people right. Cherish your parents, your mother, your father. You know what I'm saying? Like, the major recipes for longevity. Like, that's the shit that matter. All that other shit, the distractions, none of that shit matter, yo. That shit don't matter. If you're not grounded and your seeds not being watered and your roots not being nourished, you're not gonna live long. You're gonna waste your life. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna burn bridges. You're just not gonna be aligned with the universe and how destiny is supposed to work with you. So that's my recipe for longevity. At least I think so. It's logic, it makes sense, and I'm gonna always preach it. Lately, I've been having a lot of people lose their family members, loved ones, parents, immediate or not, just the loss in general, make people wake up and be like, damn, because you should already have that consideration for life on a regular. You know what I'm talking about? At least that's what I believe. And I've lost a lot of, like, I've probably got 2 family members left. All of them died, one after another. This was right after my mom died. After she left, they all left. I never grieved for none of them. So it's like, roll with the punches, like I always do. So with me having that ability to roll how I roll, I'm giving niggas key points of how to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to tell you walk like how to walk, but this is what get me by. You know what I mean? Like, this shit real, bro, because that mental part where you just, some people aren't strong enough mentally to just sustain that shit. They break into pieces. You know what I'm saying? And it might take a while, but eventually they always do. But to have yourself gathered and to have your mental, to be, a lot of people can't take, they don't want to know constructive criticism, they don't want to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear nobody tell you about yourself. You're like, all right, cool. But if you collect it, you could, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, all right, respect. You know what I'm saying? Ponder on that shit, channel it however you need, you know what I mean? But those are my key, like that's my recipe for longevity, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Real shit.
This is my last question, man. These young guys out here moving around, the YNs, right? What advice do you got for them? No, like, what do you think their problem is, and then we're gonna end it on what's your advice?
I think the problem is the influence. Society influence, period. We don't have positive influence. Everything is a negative breach. You know what I'm saying? So for the kids and the YNs, which pretty sure don't have like the role models and the images in the household, what you think they gonna go to? Like, I didn't know how to express myself or deal with hurt. Look out.
the route I chose. So I understand it. And like the cause of that is because there's no nurturing at home. There's no home. You know what I mean? And my advice, it is hard to give advice in this day and age now, man, because I've personally worked with them. Like I set up youth programs in South, like I've done it. Men Standing Strong, like I've done it. You know what I'm saying? And I've talked to them. And it's like, you know how sometimes you just can't relate if you're not, you know? But to relate and to see, when I look in their eyes, bro, it's like some of them just so hurt, they don't know, they don't see no chance of anything. And they're not using their life as an excuse. It sounds cliche, stereotypical and all that. It's not. They don't know nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You take a lion out the fucking safari in Africa and you put his ass on U Street, the fuck? Oh, he fucking shit up. He about to fuck the whole block up. You feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. All that I can do is pray and keep preaching my ingredients for, prospering, and just try to include. A lot of people can say what they need, or this is what they should do, this is what I would tell them. We past that. You gotta do shit now. You gotta involve, you gotta make a move, you gotta do something. All that talking shit, they don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Like, seriously. So it's like, that's why I feel like there's nothing I can say there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You said they're not really trying to hear all that talk shit.
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing I can say to them. That's facts.
You gotta find a way to relate directly. Fuck all that beating around the bullshit, man. They not hearing none of that, bro.
Man, well, like always, man, we appreciate you coming out, man.
Yes,
We got 2 more months. And you got some shit you want to get off your chest before the next 2 months, you know to pull up at.
We locked in, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure you go ahead and give them all your information, Instagram, whatever you want to pull up.
Right now I'm on IG, Legendary Biggs, at Legendary Biggs. Jamericano Jr. at gmail.com, JamerIcanojr at gmail.com for all business inquiries. If you need protection, anything like that, Johnson Enterprise LLC. Right now, that's where I'm reachable at. I will have a business page coming up soon. It's actually being developed now. Hopefully, it'll be done before I go in. So next time we meet, I'll be able to shout that out.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, another episode. Lights out the Gunshot, man. We out.
Appreciate that.